sleeping, they would snooze on me. I was dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me? I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. Coming for the top, this is a mutiny.
Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Slipstream, a fast podcast for all the sports enthusiasts. I'm your host Ajay Digumarti. I hate to do this, but I'm a Barcelona fan.
Hey guys, my name is Ritvik Gurujwala. I'm a Manchester City fan, and also you guys might know me as the guy who randomly snoops into Messi's DMs.
Hey guys, I'm Akash Perala. Welcome to our fast podcast, which is faster than Scuderia Ferrari, unfortunately. So yeah, we're just a few sports enthusiasts who came together a week ago thinking we'll start a podcast. To be honest, we never thought it would actually happen, and it feels great to make it happen.
Yeah, I can't believe we're actually shooting this right now. I mean, we got the idea like 2 days ago.
Yeah, 4 days ago.
6 days ago.
6 days.
6 days.
6 days ago.
Anyway, without any further ado, I think we can start off our first segment.
Yeah. Welcome to the cricket segment. With us, we have our three panelists, Chinmay, Akash, and Pratik. Before we get into it, answering the elephant in the room, why the fuck is Ajay a Kolkata Knight Riders fan?
I don't
please
get
tell us.
I don't get why this is even a question. I mean, what's wrong in supporting KKR?
I mean, there's a lot wrong in supporting KKR.
I don't know, man. But it's mostly because of the players back then, like Ganguly, Chris Gayle, McCallum, and then we had additions like Gambhir, Yusuf Pathan. So yeah, I kind of just stuck around, and you know how you support a club even though it's past its golden years.
Loyalty.
Yeah,
I think
like
Ajay is low-key a Shah Rukh Khan fan.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I was
no.
thinking.
Yeah, the first.
I'm not one of those. Yeah,
What
but
do you mean by those? I guess you are.
I'm not.
Keep
So
down
anyway,
inside.
you know how you still support the club even though it turns to shit. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
all
You're
the
wearing a
United
Barca
fans
jersey,
must
so
relate.
it means that
You had to do that.
It's okay. You didn't have to do that, but yeah, let's go on.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Yeah. So personally, who do you think has the strongest team for this season?
I mean, I'm an SRH fan, man, so I'll just go out and state it. SRH.
absolute facts.
Okay, I have to, yeah. SRH, I don't think so. Even though, yes, I'm an SRH fan. But I think Delhi Capitals are the team to beat this year.
Yep,
They're
totally agree.
mind-blowing. They're too good.
I think CSK
I mean,
has a
If you look
really
at
good
it, they
squad.
do not have place for Ajinkya Rahane. You cannot beat that.
Even Alex
Yeah.
can.
They have a complete team, yeah.
They can probably play two teams in the same IPL.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
still
They
win
have
it.
such a good team. So, yeah. I guess everybody has to agree with us on that. Ajay, go for it. You say
Yeah.
cake, yeah.
No. I think CSK has a really good team though. Like especially the batsmen that they have.
Yeah, but
Makes sense.
given the length of the tournament, I feel they'll go down after a while.
Probably. I mean,
And also
playoffs are
one
something else.
Yeah.
and also one thing is that like most of the CSK players they are aging, right? Do you think it's a factor for them in going down at the end of
It
the
is,
tournament?
but they've been aging for years together. Like Dhoni's 39, Watson's 39, and they're still doing decent enough. So
I mean, it's make or break for them, I guess, in this season because I don't think they'll last for another season. Piyush Chawla, with the body that he has, with the dice that he's doing, I don't think he'll survive another season. I hope I'm
Pratik,
wrong.
what's
but
your
But Sam
your
Curran
thing?
also looks like very promising, like in terms of young players.
yeah?
Again, there is a mix, but I don't think there is enough balance between them. They are more experienced than they need to be. So I don't know
Yeah.
what they'll do for the next thing.
I
I don't
mean-
think there's an auction as well for the next year. So,
Probably not. So
Hmm.
yeah.
I think we just lost a man Man down.
Yeah.
F for the man.
F
for the
in the
man.
chat.
I'm sure he'll be
F,
back. I'm sure he'll be back.
F in the chat for Pratik, guys.
Do we actually? Oh, we do have a chat box.
Go for it.
Right.
Hey, I sent it to Chinmay privately, bro. Loss.
Yeah.
Why can I
so-
send it only to him and Akash?
Akash, yeah.
Uh,
These guys are the first.
Yeah. So going on. So yeah, we going on. What? Yeah. We yesterday was Chennai and CSK's match. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Chennai and Mumbai's
Chennai and
match.
Mumbai's match.
Chennai and Mumbai's match. So yeah, what do you guys think was the highlight of the match? What do you think of the match yesterday?
2 words, man. Sam Curran.
Oh,
What a guy.
What a guy.
so
What do you guys
dramatic.
think about?
It was
Yeah.
the way Mumbai started, dude. Come on. They
Yeah,
just worked
I
to lose.
really
It
thought
was
they would
to lose.
go on to like 180, 190.
Exactly.
I did
180
not
was
expect
like
them. So yeah,
Yeah, CSK did a really good job in controlling the game in the death overs though. Like the last 5 to 6 overs, they really had control over the game.
I feel the comeback from Lungi Dengdi was probably
Yeah.
one of the better things that could happen for Chennai. The way
going
he
for
was
17
on-
runs in the first
Exactly.
episode over.
Oh, look at that. We have a PPT.
Yeah. It feels like college, lecturers presenting PPTs.
Good morning, everyone on the dais.
Yeah, but except all they do is read off. Hopefully, that's not what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it will be. So yeah, looking at the summary, Saurabh Tiwari being the highest run scorer was not something I expected.
Saurav Tiwari being in the playing level.
In
was
the
not
playing
something
level,
that-
exactly. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So yeah, okay. One thing I have to bring up is how unexpected were the team selections yesterday.
Yeah, Mumbai. The only
I mean,
thing that was
no,
surprised was from Saurav.
For me,
Saurabh
from
Tiwari.
Chennai was Dwayne Bravo and Imran Tahir sitting.
Yep.
Those two were something
Imran.
that I did not expect.
There was, I don't know, it was kind of ambiguous given the fact that there was Piyush Chawla as a leg spinner too, but I was kind of expecting that given the relation that Dhoni has with Piyush Chawla. I mean, he's been playing with him. Even the World Cup, he actually.
Yeah, Piyush Chawla was
used Chawla too.
somebody we actually expected.
Exactly. So it was either him or Tahir. So if you can bring in with the
But
likes of Sam
Tahir,
Curran in place
being
of Tahir.
being a purple cap winner last year, I think he should have the respect of being in the playing 11.
I mean, again, Sam Curran, Tahir. I don't know. It was his call. Maybe the practice session didn't go. as
Yeah,
well.
even Dwayne Bravo being such a big
yeah,
aspect
that was-
of the Chennai squad, I did not expect. Also,
Let's acknowledge the fact that Hotstar had 13 lakh.
What 13 lakh?
13
They
lakh
had
That was
viewers
at-
last night.
89 lakh viewers.
Yeah, that was at the end
That
of the
was the
match.
end.
That's
Oh,
at
this
the
is
end
at the
of
end
the
of the
match.
game.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's insane.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
Also, if you put Bravo in, like, who will you open the bowling with?
I mean,
Yeah,
you
but-
have Ngiri and you have Chahal. You have a spinner.
Who will you play Bravo in place of? You have to take Angry off, no, to put Bravo in.
Yeah, that's true.
So they started with Sam Curran, and Sam Curran bowled only 1 over. So probably chose the better level.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, and then one more thing I actually thought of is if Chrislin played yesterday's match. Chrislin played yesterday's match. Do you think Mumbai would have a more deep batting lineup?
They again, who would you play him for?
Yeah, that's true. But did you see yesterday's batting lineup? After 6 wickets were down, they didn't have a batsman.
The depth rate, but exactly, they didn't want to take the game that deep. When you have the likes of Krunal Pandya,
It's T20, so you have to expect anything that will happen.
Yeah. Again, the 4 corners thing, such a pain, dude.
So yeah, and yeah. So as Akash was saying, MS Dhoni's beard was the biggest talk of the town. This is very. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, exactly as it says. The trimmer's battery ran out of midway.
Also, is it me or I don't know if I'm the only one who felt this, but Dhoni just looks so like off. He doesn't look like the same
Oh, if you want to talk
Same
about that,
guy.
you can talk about every single player that played the match yesterday.
No, like
I
bro,
don't want to go
Dhoni
fat
always
shaming
used to
players,
have
but-
that like he's
Yeah,
completely chilled out during the entire
Yeah,
game. But yesterday,
you could see it on
he
his
seemed-
face yesterday.
Yeah, he seemed very flustered yesterday.
Yeah, especially after the first 6 overs and a couple of.
The misfield, the fielding
Yeah,
was
the
so
midfield,
terrible
the field-
yesterday. Oh my
I mean,
god.
Honestly, you can't blame them. They've been out for 7 months. With
Yeah, I mean Mumbai did pretty well though, no?
no, they did well.
Mumbai
They
also-
did worse. Mumbai
Yeah,
did worse.
they
than
actually
Chennai.
did worse. They dropped a couple catches.
And then Bolt did like one through his hands. Deepak Chahal for Chennai, one through his legs. So yeah, and yeah. So for the so now coming to a moment of the match was Sam
Wait.
Curran.
Wait, are we seriously going to ignore the knock by Faf du Plessis and Rayudu? Come on, guys. Like,
I
I
mean,
think they.
That
the knock is different, but this was a match
the
turning point because if suppose Dhoni came in, Dhoni would take his time to settle.
Yeah,
No, what I feel is the one thing that probably persuaded Dhoni to bring Sam Curran is the
Is
fact
the
that
right,
Krunal
left-
was a left
right-
arm.
yeah,
No.
the right-
Krunal Pandya was a left arm spinner too.
Yeah,
He
that's
played
true.
with the spin again.
Hmm.
That was probably one thing.
And
that-
also the thing is, for
Like
him being such a
Krunal
youngster,
and
yeah,
Rahul Char also. The leg spinner was there.
that also makes sense.
Rahul
Rahul
just
Char-
played his overs, no?
No, he had an over.
No, it was Pandya, then Bumrah, and then
Oh yeah, that's why he puts Jadeja up to order for Rahul
yeah,
Chahal.
exactly, yeah. Jadeja, yeah.
For Rahul Chahal, he puts Jadeja up to order. So yeah, like Sam Curran being such a youngster and such a new player coming in 17 in the 18th over and taking the
That
bowlers
was-
to the tolls.
You know what? Did you? I don't know if you've heard what Dhoni said, but he goes, "I wanted to promote people up the order so that if there's a stage that they need the players back, they need to have that freedom of playing up, right? So let's say they get into a situation where they need these guys behind, so
Right.
they'll have this confidence. There are people who can back down the order too. That's probably one of the reasons why he sent them up on top.
Right. So yeah.
Does anybody has anything to say with what Bumrah did yesterday? He
looked very out of.
he was very off of his usual game.
I mean, it happens. It happens with the best of the bowlers.
He'll be back.
And-
Like, yeah.
So I mean, there's like 13 matches left, and
Yeah.
that was his
Yeah.
first match in 7 months. So you can't really be too harsh on him.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, coming to you is a very special meme that I found online. I see everybody knows this movie. Everyone knows this.
I feel like my school took me to watch this movie.
No, this was way before our school.
Oh, never mind then.
If you're scolded, you had a school, man.
Yeah, we had a great childhood. Going so yeah.
Yeah.
So from here, moving on, talking about today's game, which will be releasing the video after the match. So we are not going to predict anything because you think we cheated. But yeah. So me, Pratik, and Chinmay made our playing 11s who would be the strongest teams for the tournament for both teams.
Okay, no. Let's make a prediction anyway.
Yeah, fine. Screw it. For the
Let's do
fuck
it.
of it.
Okay.
For the fuck of it.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm going
starting
with
off with
Delhi
Pratik.
Capitals.
Yeah, starting off with
Okay.
Pratik.
All right, go.
Okay. Is Pratik taking an F again?
No, he's here.
I think he's just taking
Yeah.
his time to.
Yes,
No,
yes.
he's frozen. Okay,
Yeah,
Akash,
he's
go.
frozen.
Okay, Pratik, go.
He's not moving enough to say.
Yeah, Pratik,
Oh,
prediction.
Okay, I would definitely go with Delhi Capitals. Yeah.
Okay, to be honest, I think this is a very bad prediction. I think everybody
Yeah,
would want to
everybody
go
would.
with Delhi.
Okay,
Who's
yeah.
not going with
Who's
the Delhi
not going with
Capitals?
Delhi
That's the real
Capitals?
question.
Yeah, is there
Exactly.
anyone here?
I think Pickle would go just to be not mainstream.
Yeah, I mean, I'd always like to see the underdog win, so I'll just go ahead and say Kings 11.
Right.
And also
Makes sense.
Preeti Zinta.
So, yeah, going into our strongest playing 11, starting with Delhi Capitals. Here's mine. Okay, to be honest, I guess all three of us are the same. So let's go through all three and then come back to the analysis. This is mine. Go through it.
Okay.
Hmm.
And we'll come back and analyze each team. This is
Only the
Pradeep.
headings changed. Oh my god. come on.
Exactly. I don't see a single change in the squad.
And this is Chinmay's.
Wow.
So yeah, in mine, I think you would have seen
Yeah,
Marcus Stoinis and Daniel Sams. Why I chose Daniel Sams is, if you look at the bowling lineup, you have two fast bowlers, and then only one can bowl in the dead. Ishant can't bowl in the dead. And they're playing three spinners, so they don't have another fast bowler. And Stoinis isn't someone.
Yeah.
Maybe he can bowl in the dead, but not reliable. Looking at Daniel Sams.
But Stoinis will improve the batting also, no?
That is true, but Daniel Sams also is an all-rounder. Maybe he's not as good as Stoinis, but if you look at the batting power of Delhi already, without Stoinis, you go after Hetma, you have Akshar Patel and Ashwin, and you'll have Sams as well. So
that's the same reason. That's probably why I chose Chemo Paul. Like I put a choice for Chemo Paul.
Yes, I went over Sams because looking at his season with Sydney Thunder in Australia, I think
he was the highest wicket taker in BBL.
Yeah, also. And he would do a great job on the slower wickets in UAE. Yeah, so now going to Pratik, pretty much the same as mine, except there's no Sams. Yeah. So we'll go past Pratik.
All I see is names.
The same names.
I don't see anything else.
Yeah. It's the same names.
No, I'm saying your names.
Oh, our names, right.
Top, yeah.
I chose Chemo Paul. Yeah, again, if there are already like two spinners, and Stoinis can bowl a slower ones if he needs to. If the cutters if you need an extra pacer, Chemo Paul probably will be a good option.
But do you think two spinners in UAE would?
That's why I chose Sandeep to be my first choice. Right, if there's a difference in track, then
makes sense. So moving on to Kings 11 Punjab, and this is mine. I know a lot of you will give me shit for leaving Gale out. But I had to. And
I mean, honestly, I feel Gale is kind of washed up at this point. Like, he hasn't been as consistent as before.
And he's old.
Yeah, he's old.
I'm sorry, but he's old. And I went with Nicholas Pooran over Gale because it would strengthen the middle order a bit. So
he's been playing really well in the CPL also.
CPL, even last year's IPL, he did really well.
Yeah.
So I couldn't look past Pooran. So like two classy players like Rahul and Agarwal at the top. Two dynamic players after them as Pooran and Maxwell. Mandeep Singh, who's been with Punjab since I guess I was a kid and playing at number 6.
He is probably he's very underrated, to be honest. He has given them the 10 ball, 15 ball burst that they need.
To down the order, being a proper batsman.
Exactly.
And Deepak Hooda was a gamble, but I guess I'll go with him for an extra batsman. And the bowling, Krishnappa Gautam did really well with Rajasthan. And Mujib being Mujib. Yeah, Mujib being Mujib. The bowling being the main strike bowlers being Shami and Cottrell, who can bowl up front with the new ball and as death bowlers. And my last bowler will be between Ravi Bishnoi and Ishant Paul, depending on the wicket. If they need because Punjab honestly is the next RCB. They have a great batting lineup, but not a good.
No, you got it wrong. RCB is the next RCB. Come on.
RCB is always RCB. No next, no past. They're always RCB. So looking at the bowling, I think that's their weak point. But so now Pratik, go on. It's yours.
Okay, it's almost same with I just chose Karun Nair instead of Mandeep Singh. I just prefer him more over Mandeep. And the rest is probably the same.
Yeah, except between Gale and Pooran, you have a dilemma. But I had to disagree with Karun Nair because he's not a very dynamic player down the order. Maybe opening, but down the order.
He's not the same as he was in Rajasthan, to be honest.
Yeah.
Under Dravid, he was a monster.
Yeah. So pretty much the same other than that. And now, Pratik, you'll be surprised with Chinmay's 11. I was surprised, to be honest.
I'll tell you why. I took Mujib off because I wanted Ashwin to be the mystery spinner. And there's Maxwell who can give you overs. There's Krishna Bhagavatam, he'll give you spin. If you want, you can use Huda as a spinner too. So you have like 3 proper spinners already, and a mystery spinner included in it. So I wanted to strengthen my
Is he
back.
really very mysterious, to be honest?
I mean, you can have the leg spinner, right? You have that variation with
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
and he probably did well.
He did well for one. He did well one season and hardly got games after that. So
Exactly. So I'll probably give him some game time too. He'll
Yeah.
get better. And
Yeah.
James Neesham, because I want to strengthen the middle order, to be honest. And he can give you the
Yeah, Jimmy
overs
Neesham
too
is a
with
good pick
medium
actually.
pace.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jimmy Neesham is a good pick, but over Mujib, I would have to.
Exactly.
agree with
So
Dilemma.
to overcome the
That's
Mujib
debatable.
factor,
Yeah.
I'll probably give Ashwin if he goes. If it's a bad day, I'll probably use Maxwell to give him the rest of the overs, right?
Right.
So if Ashwin gives me 1 or 2 overs, I'll use Maxwell to cover them up.
Right.
And Jimmy Neesham is he's a kind of a bowler who'll give you 4 every day.
Also, why did you leave Cottrell out?
I don't know. I just feel Jordan with the stuff that he's doing in England. I have seen from the matches that I watched, he did pretty well. The Yorkers, the slower balls were on point.
Okay.
Yeah, and he can bat also, Chris Jordan.
Chris Jordan can bat too. I don't think it'll come to that point, but if he does,
Yeah.
it'll be handy with it.
Right.
So
So,
James Neesham is some. He'll
Yeah,
probably
Neesham
be
is
the
a
X
good
factor.
pick.
He'll probably be the X factor for Punjab in my opinion. And Gale, obviously, he's gotten old. You'll basically go in with 10 if you go with Gale. While you're taking it. That was a
Okay,
no-brainer
right.
for me.
So moving on to RCB and Sunrisers, one of the biggest matches,
Yeah.
at least for us Sunrisers fans. So let's go. Even here, the teams are pretty much the same. So let's go over it quick. And yeah, starting with mine, you can I think the only difference will be at number 4.
Yep.
So I chose Nabi or Allen because Allen is Allen is a huge hitter,
Huge hitter. Yeah, agreed.
who could work at some time or the other for Sunrisers. Others are pretty mainstream, and Virat Singh and Abdul Samad. I think Abdul Samad would be the biggest X factor this year and the biggest young star to come out of an IPL.
Exactly. It'll probably be like Rashid in 2017, I guess.
Yeah. And Vijay Shankar being there, Virat Singh, I think they'll give him game time because he's been doing good domestic as well. So yeah, that's it. Moving on to Pratik. Pretty much the same except Virat Singh or Priyam Garg, the under-19 captain, but yeah.
Like they could use Virat Singh. They need a left-hander in the middle order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that's it. Yeah.
Or a leg spinner in the opponent team.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually have a question for you guys. Since both Nabi and Rashid missed a lot of training sessions during quarantine, do you think that will affect their performance?
No, they're coming off
No,
a
they've
CPL
been
tournament.
playing in the CPL, no?
CPL.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah,
had a
but-
lot of match time. They had 10 games of match time.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't-
even if they don't play CPL, I don't think it'll take them much time. One match is probably what they'll need.
Yeah. So Sid Mails is pretty much the same, except he got Saha in.
Yeah, I mean, again, another very underrated player. The only reason why I'm not choosing the likes of Virat Singh and Priyam Garg is the amount of match time they've had under pressure. So maybe now, if there's one reason I'll choose them over Saha is if they do very well in practice in the nets. So without looking at them, how they do in the nets, I don't think, for the first match, I don't think I'll go with them.
Right.
And Shahbaz Nadeem, because if at all there's some guy who doesn't work out, Abdul Samad or something, you can use him forward.
Pratik, anything to counter on that?
Like if you're playing Saha, I don't think you should be playing him in the middle orders. Like if Saha is playing, he has to open.
Yeah.
But you already have openers, so there's no point in playing Saha.
Yeah, that's what I
feel.
was thinking as well.
My first impression was playing Saha at 1, but Pandey was way too good at 1, so I chose Saha to be
Yeah.
at 2.
That's what it would get.
The only reason I'm going
Saha
with
is
him
going
the
down.
experience
There's
that he
no
has.
point in playing him.
Yeah. He can clear the boundaries as much as he can with the new ball.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Probably. You have your thoughts. Yeah.
Agree to
exactly.
disagree.
So yeah, moving on to RCB, we still pretty much have the same team. You can see Finch, Devdutt Padikkal, who is one of the domestics.
Yeah, another
Was
factor to look at.
biggest players right now. Kohli, AB de Villiers, Dubey, Moeen Ali, Washington Sundar. Like, look at that batting lineup. Until 8th,
Morris.
you have great
Even
batsmen.
Umesh Yadav can give you a couple of sixes.
Yeah, a couple. So I think the bowling is a weak factor as well. I'm
Yeah.
not even going to go on to that anymore because that has always been an issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no point of talking about it. Yeah. So moving to Pratik, go on. Pretty much, yeah, it's almost the same.
It's the same. Adam
Yeah, it's the
Zampa in
same.
place of
Adam
Moeen Ali.
Zampa and Moeen Ali.
And where will you play Moeen Ali if you put him in the team?
Number 6, number 7.
Number 6.
Okay. Okay.
Sundar and Morris will go down. He'll come in after Dubey, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, after
Chinmay-
Dubey, yes.
Yeah.
Chinmay is the same, so you can't even. There's nothing.
Yeah.
to discuss about.
Morris or Stain, depending on how Umesh Yadav and Saini do.
So since we were talking about RCB's bowling goals, here you go. Yeah. So
And since we're also talking about RCB, is it finally Ishala Cup Namde?
that
I don't know.
yeah, it's a tough
Depend on
one.
batting.
It's a very tough one
Yeah.
to even judge. So
It
yeah,
could
After the
finally
first
be
match,
there.
yeah, maybe
Finally.
maybe if the batting
Yeah.
pulls them and like
Mm.
1-2 bowlers give them a push.
It's never the batting, bro. It's always the bowling.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
the bowling.
I
And they don't have
probably-
Chinnaswamy this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an advantage for them. Bigger ground.
Also true. It's a
Oh.
boon and bane, you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
probably want a little bit of involvement from AB de Villiers this time around, I guess.
yeah, he might be
in terms
keeping
of-
this year, so it'll be a more
Yeah,
of a
it
involvement.
might be.
More active role.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it from the cricket segment. Anyone else wants to add any points?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of silence. but-
Ajay wrong choice. Ajay wrong choice.
Right.
Yeah, I
so,
think we're ready to move on to the next segment then.
Yeah. So we'll be having the basketball segment next. Catch you there.
Right, everyone, let's move on to the basketball segment. With us is a panelist and basketball specialist, Akash Malapula. Hey man, how are you doing?
Good, what's up?
What's your take on this basketball season?
I think it's the best season we've had until now. I think the fact that there's no home advantage, it brings out a completely different outcome for all the games, and I think it's been really cool.
Yeah, it's been
I mean, that's
fun.
great.
Yeah. It's been fun watching, even though there's no crowd. Like there have been a lot of close games in the bubble so far, especially in the conferences in the playoffs. So yeah, it's been fun so far.
That's great, man. What do you guys think about the conference finals which are going on right now?
Unexpected, I'd say. I mean, who thought Heat would knock out Bucks and
Yeah,
Nuggets would play the Lakers in the finals after beating Leonard, Paul George,
Clippers.
and that entire
Yeah.
Clippers team. Yeah,
yeah,
that was pretty insane. And they came back from 3-1 down
3-1
back
exactly.
to back. Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Talking about what do you say? Nuggets and Clippers coming. I mean, Clippers blowing a 3-1 lead. Here you go.
I mean, at this point, I think it's just basic Clippers and their daily excuses. Right?
Exactly. Even their fans. I was talking to a fan the other day, and the number of excuses he gave why Clippers blew their lead. They didn't even make any sense, to be honest. So
I think Nuggets
True.
just they just went all out. I think
yeah, Jokic and Murray. Yeah,
Murray had really
I mean-
good games, but I also think Harris,
yeah.
Gary Harris, and
Porter Jr.
Grant.
what's his name, and Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant.
Even Michael Porter
I mean,
Jr. had
Yeah,
a
Porter
pretty
Jr.
good
had a
season.
good game. Yeah, good.
Some
Yeah,
pretty good shots he made,
mean,
important
right.
shots down the line.
yeah.
I mean, the rookies were really stepping up in the bubble, right? Like you got Michael Porter Jr. and you got Tyler Hero for
Yeah.
the Heat, right?
Oh.
Both of them
Yeah.
Tyler
absolute
Hero
mad
is
lads.
too much.
Like even
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah,
Smart.
I mean,
What a guy. He was an
A
undrafted
lot of the
rookie.
group, a lot of the teams, the bench has been playing really well. Like look at Lakers. Like Rondo has been on another level
But
in
Rondo
this
isn't a
bubble.
bench player. He's
I
made
mean, he's not been
such a big
been in the
difference.
start five, but that's what I'm talking about. Like even
I mean, I think
Kuzma has made some important shots as well.
He
So,
scored that
buzzer
buzzer
beater.
beater
Yeah.
against, who was it again? It was in the first round.
Trailblazers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
against the
Portland.
Blazers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I mean, I
pretty.
don't know about you guys, but I feel like the player of the bubble was Jamal Murray. What do you guys think about him?
I think it's
Yeah,
Jokic, to be honest.
I'd say Jamal Murray and but Damian Lillard.
Yeah. Dame's been insane.
What a season
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the bubble he's had.
Yeah.
He
true,
had.
true.
Yeah.
So Jokic.
Do you guys want to talk about the beef between Dame and the Clippers? I mean, I thought it was really a fun exchange between all of them.
Yeah.
I think it was good because last season he sent PG-13 flying out of the playoffs with that buzzer beater 3,
Yeah.
Game 7. So
I mean, I think he still gets nightmares from that PG, honestly.
I mean, did you see the way he played this season
Yeah.
in the bubble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came back though against Nuggets. He
He
was
played
no
a few
longer
good games. Yeah.
PG 13%. He did much better.
He did well a few games. Like even the first game against Lakers, the first game of the bubble, the restart. I think he did really well against Lakers as well.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I think I should ask you guys this question. Do you think Nuggets can win the Western Conference Finals?
Lakers
I mean,
in
I
4.
think they can. Lakers in 4.
No, like
Okay,
as
that is very
I
bold.
think Akash put on his story, like it's either Lakers in 4 or Nuggets in 7. So I would
I
say
mean,
Lakers in 4.
So the thing is, the Lakers are huge. The Lakers are a big lineup, and they're not like
No, Clippers.
they're
Nuggets.
not like the Clippers at all. They play hard D and
the defense is like another level, to be honest.
Yeah, and
With
in game
LeBron.
1, so the issue is Jokic has to go against either Howard and Anthony Davis or Howard and JaVale McGee. So they're two huge guys on him always.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really hard for him to get going. And and the Lakers play some pretty intense D, so it's going to be hard. But yeah, if Nuggets do it, which probably won't happen, it'll be insane.
3 in a row.
Yeah, it'll be insane.
I mean, if they again come to a situation where they find themselves in a 3-1 position, I mean, I would be inclined to bet on the Nuggets.
Probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Not against a team with
like
Lakers and Anthony, with LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Yeah. And it's not only both of them, to be honest. Even Rondo, Kyle Kuzma, they're doing really well.
Yeah.
Also, guys, coming to the East, what are your thoughts? I mean, the Heat are just incredible at this point.
Heat have been
I think Celtics are going to beat them because they lost the first 2 games only because they made some really shitty mistakes.
Yeah.
And they were leading for a lot of the game. They blew a 16-point lead in game 2, and they came back in game 3, and it was pretty one-sided. Though I mean, they blew a lead at one point, but then they made up for it.
They came back strong.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Jason Tatum's been killing it. Jaylen Brown. He was super aggressive.
And they have Kemba as well, so even it strengthens the team a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you look at the lineup of Heat, like they were very technical. Like both of them, like they were very focused on the pick and roll. They always find the open spaces for the threes. Like as you see with Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Like
and they're lobbing to Bam Adebayo.
Bam.
Oh, and he's just throwing it down. He's
that
throwing down
block
every
was
single
insane.
three.
Yeah. And Jimmy Butler has been like on another level.
Jimmy Butler's a dog. Like he'll just run around and like he'll keep hustling until the end.
Yeah, he'll just hustle and maul at you in your face.
And most of Heat is like that. Like they're all about like hustle and fight till the end. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But let's talk about the Milwaukee, man. Like, what do you think went wrong for the Bucks?
Oof, what didn't go wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
I think they just had a really bad series.
I mean, everybody does, but like I guess 4 games in a row they lost. 3 games.
Three
Like
games,
a team like
yeah.
theirs losing three games in a row was not something I expected. I thought they would make it to the finals.
And Giannis, I don't think he had the
his best
of series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Middleton as well. He had one game. He had one good game. I think game 4 or game 3, which they won.
Yeah, game 4.
Yeah, and apart from
but
that,
coming back from a 3-0 deficit is really tough. So you couldn't expect them to come back from that. 3-1, like how Nuggets came back, would have been.
I don't think any team has ever come back from 3-0 in the playoffs. Yeah.
I mean, talking about Giannis, again, another MVP this season, and also the Defensive Player of the Year. Do you think like he is in contention to be considered with Michael Jordan, since only they are the only players to achieve this with Hakeem Olajuwon?
Not yet.
Yeah, he's not even close, to be honest.
And honestly, like, okay, I think he deserves winning MVP, but the fact that LeBron got 16 votes I just think it's disrespectful.
Fair. Yeah.
Like he's putting up. I think it's just that people are so used to him in putting up ridiculous numbers that like nobody gives a shit anymore. He's been leading the 17th year. He's putting 25 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 2.2 assists.
Yeah.
What is that? He's 35.
And he's been leading the Lakers, to be honest. He's been leading them forward, setting an example.
Yeah.
I mean, let's all hope that the man gets a chip this year with the Lakers and put some respect for the name of Kobe.
Will, most probably.
I think he will. But I'm really looking forward to Lakers Celtics finals.
And talking about Lakers going to the semifinal, this is what I couldn't stop laughing at this. How they wrecked Rockets. It's sad.
Yeah.
So,
instead of Harden, you should have Westbrook's face. Did you see what LeBron did to him in this series?
Yeah. And Westbrook trash talking them and getting wrecked was even worse.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was Westbrook trash talking. It was Rajon Rondo's brother. Rajon Rondo's brother was living rent free in Westbrook's head the entire playoff series.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
They had a beef fight. I read about that.
Yeah.
So going to the
and
NBA
All Team. Pretty pissed.
Yeah. So going to the NBA All Team, talking about LeBron and Harden. What do you think of this team?
I think it's mad.
Pretty accurate. Yeah. Like I mean, I don't think I would have put it any other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Giannis being the MVP, of course, he'll be there.
And Luka's had an incredible season.
Yeah, incredible rookie season. It's his rookie season, right?
No, it's not.
It's not. I thought it was.
It's not. No. Right. I mean, guys, did you catch his buzzer beater, Doncic?
Yeah.
I completely lost you guys.
I realized. So I was asking, is this Doncic's rookie season?
Yeah. No. This is his second season.
Second season, right.
Second season. Yeah.
So, yeah. The tickers talking about his buzzer beater.
With another superstar though.
Who is that?
Yeah. Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, right. Knicks.
What a beast, bro. Both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think about the Knicks? Like, I feel like I should ask this question. Like, do you think they will ever recover? I don't think so, man. Like, with Brooklyn now having both KD and Kyrie fit, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think more than anything, the only thing Knicks have had in the last 3-4 years are rumors. Like there were rumors that Kevin Durant and Irving were planning on moving to Knicks, and Kyrie, and like that was just really sad. And then in an interview, both of them were like, "What?" Like, we never, like, not for a second in our mind did we think we were going to the Knicks. That's all the media.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess F in the chat for all the Knicks fans if they're still alive.
Yeah.
But
It's been like that for years. So
I haven't met a single Knicks fan in a while.
yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it.
I mean, do you guys want to make a prediction for the conference finals?
Let's do it.
Akash says Lakers in 4.
Yeah, Lakers.
Okay, wait, hold on. No, hold on.
No, I'll go Lakers in 5.
Lakers in number 6, and I'm really hoping the Eastern Conference Finals it goes
Game
to
7.
Game 7.
Yeah, I guess it'll go to Game 7. But it'll be Heat in 7.
What? It's Heat? No, don't say.
I guess no. I'm going for Heat in 7. That's my prediction. Not that I'm rooting for them.
Celtics in 7.
I say Heat in 7.
Okay, I think it's my turn. Right? So I'll say Nuggets in 7. No, Heat in 4.
Heat in 4.
Heat in 4.
How Heat in 4?
How can it can't be?
Celtics are already up.
No,
Celtics are already up.
It's 2-1. It's 2-1.
Oh yeah.
They won.
Heat in 5.
Yeah.
2-1.
So
Heat in 5.
Heat in 5. I say Heat in 7.
All right.
So yeah.
Bold assumption.
So okay, I guess that's it. Moving on to the F1 segment next.
All right, guys. Let's move on to the F1 segment now. What are you guys' thoughts on the first half of the season?
Absolutely wild.
I would have to disagree. It was boring, but there were a couple of races that were wild.
Couple of races.
Yeah.
I mean, Hamilton.
It was mostly boring. Yeah.
Hamilton has been winning without losing positions.
Not just Hamilton, the Mercedes.
Mercedes
team,
in general, yeah.
Yeah,
Mercedes
yeah.
and Max.
But the races
I'm just flexing now.
which weren't Hamilton were insane. Like there was a lot of drama and unexpected results.
Like
and I thought it was
the first Silverstone Grand Prix.
Yep.
And then Monza and Mugello, the both Italian Grand Prix.
Hamilton finished on 3 wheels.
Yeah, exactly. That was mad.
So,
The worst part about that race, to be honest, is Max pitting 2 laps before to get the fastest lap, which compromised his win. If he had not pitted,
but then again,
he would have.
I mean, it wasn't expected.
Exactly.
It wasn't expected, but you can't expect shit like that. But yeah, that was very fucking sad. Yeah.
But I think like the season has its own shares of ups and downs. Obviously, we have to talk about the downs of Ferrari. What do you guys think about?
Let's not go there. Please not go there. Okay, we can go there, but we have to give special.
Let's go there.
Let's go there.
We have to give a special mention to Charles Leclerc, who with such a fuck all car was on the podium twice. With such a fuck all car.
But did he get the podium?
He did. Oh wait, that is a different issue. At least he was in the top 4. Race
results is what matters.
True, facts. But like comparing to last season, like what do you think is the difference in Ferrari?
I guess
last season,
Ferrari getting caught of the illegal engine or something.
Okay.
Okay. Or else it's the change in the guidelines of the engines or something like that.
Is this coming from a Ferrari fan?
We have to accept facts. I can't even deny it.
What do you guys think about the way people are treating Vettel, especially their engineers? He has to make his own strategy for himself.
That's sad. He deserves so much more
respect. Exactly.
Yeah.
He'll probably enjoy the racing.
Bro, he's a 4-time world champion.
Consecutive 4-time world champion.
Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, what do you guys think about Racing Point copying Mercedes?
There's a lot we can go.
I mean,
Mercedes fans talk.
Give me some clarity on the verdict that they've been given. So now they can use the brake deck, right?
Yeah, they can after paying the 400k fine plus
and
deducting 15
points. Yeah, so technically anybody can copy anybody.
Yeah,
and
that's why
they'll score in excess of 20 points.
That's why McLaren.
They're appealing against
McLaren, Renault, and Ferrari appealed, but they withdrew their appeal.
Withdrew their appeal, yeah.
And yeah, even Racing Point withdrew their appeal against their
Against their appeal.
yeah, against their, not their appeal, their fine. So yeah. Okay, let's go on to the Italian Grand Prix at the Monza race. Who expected that podium?
No one.
Who the hell expected that?
No one. I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna be true to it. I was rooting for Sainz.
I was rooting for Sainz too.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Gasly
I don't
did
know.
well.
Yeah. So there's this inside story. Okay. So before the race week, we have our own F1 league, right? So in that league, we were like basically.
Okay, hold up. And I'm beating you guys in that league, by the way. I'm
Okay, let's not go there.
demolishing.
I mean, I'm demolishing Pickle. That's enough for me. I'm screwing him in the fantasy league.
I feel like as a Ferrari fan, that's the most you can say.
Yeah, exactly. And the worst part is being a Ferrari fan, I don't have a Ferrari driver in my league team. So.
I mean, that's what's saving your ass, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the story. So we were just discussing like how shit Ferrari was, and I was saying obviously that I guess Leclerc is nowhere in comparison to Gasly, and which turned out correct, right, in the first Italian Grand Prix.
That was because of the car. Driving wise, I'm not going to agree on that.
I mean, who would expect an AlphaTauri?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to talk about the car being better than Ferraris, I'll agree. But Leclerc being compared to Gasly is not something I would go with.
Mm-hmm.
I think Leclerc is too good for Gasly.
Exactly. He's just in the wrong car, to be honest, in this season.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them, like, they were very competitive. Like, they exchanged podiums in F2, and obviously Ferrari picking up Leclerc obviously showed that he was a better driver.
Gasly was actually pretty good, even if you see the Spa, the way he overtook Perez and all. He's been pretty aggressive since the last two races.
Yeah, he's seeking redemption, so that's good.
Yeah.
From his Red Bull drop-off.
Do you think he'll go back to Red Bull, given how Albon's going?
I doubt. I think he'll be happy at AlphaTauri for a while at least. So yeah, and what else will happen? Oh, two red flags. Three red flags in 2 races. It was so fucking annoying.
And
okay,
his accident was pretty fucking scary.
Oh yeah,
like he slammed into the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you guys think was the guy who did the mistake in the 2 red flag race?
The second red flag was the first red flag, right? Yeah, the first red flag. Bottas. It was Bottas' fault.
So, so there's this video which F1 posted.
Right.
So apparently, the guy who caused all the shit chaos was
Russell.
Was John
Russell.
Russell.
Yeah.
There's this 11-minute analysis of how Russell put that race up.
Fuck, he was so close to his first points. So close, he fucked up the second restart.
Also coming to Russell.
11th?
Yeah. No,
11. He came 11.
Also coming to Russell, what do you guys think about Williams getting sold?
Oh, God. That's sad. Like, it's an end of an era, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's more of a legacy thing than anything.
Yeah.
I think
at least they're keeping the name. So.
How long has it been? How long have they been around?
55 years, I guess.
What's that guy? There's a video of that old man.
With, Frank Williams with Hamilton.
Frank Williams with Hamilton. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he made it. He got out of that car in one piece.
Forget one piece without a heart attack.
The amount of G-force acting on your body, I thought he'd puke or something.
Yeah, facts. So, yeah.
Also, guys, what do you guys think about the latest transfers going around? A lot.
Let's first talk about
everyone. F in the chat for Carlos Sainz. F in the chat.
This F in the chat is for you.
Yeah, for me, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about Carlos Sainz.
There's a loop of Fs going on for them.
Yeah. F in Ferrari, F.
I mean, but what do you guys think about Vettel driving for Racing Point? Like, do you think he can do justice to his name at least?
Yeah,
I think if they have the same car he has this year, they're getting a couple of podiums at least.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
Like, Vettel is like...
We'll have someone else on the podium apart from Lewis Hamilton, Bottas and Verstappen.
And especially if they get if they copy the 2020 car of Mercedes, Vettel will be unstoppable.
Sweet.
Bro, that's basically Sebastian Vettel in a Mercedes.
In a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Like, imagine the things,
Yeah.
the damage he could do with that.
Also, coming to Carlos, what are you guys' opinions? Akash, you're
Which
a
Oh, me.
Ferrari.
I just told you it's an F. I just told you it's an F.
Yeah,
I
but,
mean,
I feel sad for him.
but the
Coming from
driver,
such a good car.
let's say,
Coming from such,
let's say you guys get a better car next year.
yeah, then
Sainz
he,
is
he-
stronger,
then it's a
It's
good
good
pick.
driver to have. In your
Yeah, but then Ferrari announced that their
They
car
won't
will
have a
get
good car till
fixed
2022.
next to next year.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah. What,
I mean-
Pratik, what do you think of Bottas signing for Mercedes again instead of getting a better?
It's like a no-brainer actually, but
Yeah.
like because he's a really good driver.
Mm.
He's a
I mean,
really
yeah, he's being
tactical driver.
overshadowed by
Yeah,
Hamilton.
yeah.
Hamilton. I don't think he's being overshadowed. Hamilton has been
mean,
the better.
Look at the race results. Come on, what in 9 races Hamilton won 6 and he won 1.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in Mercedes, I think, what's his name?
Toto Wolff.
Toto Wolff.
Toto Wolff.
Yeah.
Toto Wolff, like, I think, like, at least in an article I read, he says that he never asked either of them to, like, back
Slow
down.
down.
Yeah.
Slow down. Yeah, he says you guys always
Race each other.
you go head
yeah.
to head, but don't fuck up. Like, just
Yeah.
don't.
Don't
Yeah, but
destroy the
Hamilton's
car.
too good for
Don't
Bottas. Hamilton's too good for Bottas, to be honest.
He is genius. Look, the aggression, man. Oh my god.
I mean, has he not
league
gotten
apart.
bored of doing this every time he wins a race?
He's a league
yeah.
apart. Oh my god.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
what
that
is-
man has
Albon.
drank enough champagne to get
Albon, man. Like, let's
Yeah.
talk about Albon.
Albon.
Finally.
I mean, yeah, finally, after getting fucked over twice by Hamilton,
Hamilton. Yeah.
twice in 3 races.
And the funny part is he got this podium only because Hamilton fucked up. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
even Hamilton's fault.
Mm. No, Bottas fucked up.
No, I'm saying the Hamilton's 5-second penalty.
Penalty.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
penalty.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I
again,
mean,
does anyone have the same feeling that Verstappen is getting the better treatment in Red Bull?
No, I think he's just pushing the car harder.
Yeah.
No, I
yeah.
mean the fact that there have been several occasions where Albon was put in the qualifying inside the traffic. He had
Yeah,
to.
I mean-
That's just how F1
before
is.
Yeah, that's how
Honestly,
F1 is. You can't really.
F1 is a very unfair. I mean, I wouldn't say unfair, but as a driver, you definitely get a different.
Yeah, I mean,
The
what do you
treatment
think?
you get.
I mean, look at
sometimes-
Ricardo. Ricardo was such
Why
a.
do you think he left?
Yeah.
Ricardo left because of that.
So you can't compare Max and Albon. Max is a way better driver. And with Ricardo,
Albon is way better driver than being a sixth place finisher or a 7th place finisher.
okay, fine. You're saying that, look at
He
Vettel.
can be in top.
Look at
four.
Vettel.
No, Vettel is a bad
That's
car.
just how
Albon
You're
Albon
talking
has
about the
same
treatment.
car.
You're talking about the treatment.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, even if he was in 6th or 7th, if he was that good, if he's as good as Max, he would have pushed himself into the top 4. I'm sure
mean,
Max would do that if he was.
I
in
mean,
6th or
come
7th.
on, man. Like, you just cannot compare Vettel to Max.
Not Vettel.
Vettel
I'm talking about Albon.
Albon.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I'm talking about Albon to Max.
hmm
So yeah.
And talking about Ricardo, what do you think about Ricardo and Lando being the teammates? Like, what kind of shit show is it going to be?
I mean,
next level shithousery.
I mean,
Like,
Carlos and Lando itself was next level shit.
Yeah, it was
Like,
damn funny. Like both of them. McLaren's YouTube videos are going to become a stand-up comedy.
Have you seen the video of Ricardo just going
And knocking signs in the balls.
He whacks signs in the balls and just like dips, and then signs is just like, oi.
The press conference, guys.
Oh, Orlando and Ricardo pubes thing.
the pubic hair thing. Yeah.
So yeah,
The unboxing videos is probably the.
yeah, unboxed videos are great. So yeah,
Yes, we
Where the
can
memes
bring
at?
out the memes.
yep. Bring out the memes.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Oh, looks like it's gonna be pin drop silence until he gets the memes out.
Yeah, memes are important. Going for it. Yeah.
You can probably discuss on how Ferrari is still a shit show.
Yeah, the first one's about Ferrari, like half about Ferrari.
Look at Benotto.
I laughed at it, so you can. I mean, I
Is it
One
me
in
or
the-
does he look like what's that thing? Waldo. Finding Waldo.
Oh, fuck.
Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo?
I mean,
Where's
I see the
Waldo?
similarities. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah. 1 second. Yeah. Oh fuck.
Kept a McLaren behind me.
But yeah, how did he end up P16 in Q1? Come on. He's like how? From a race winner within one race. Yeah. So,
Shit
and
happens.
this
I
was
think it is.
this was from Monza. Because,
I mean, Haas,
Look at his
big
face.
F, man.
oh yeah, we didn't talk about Perez on reports of Perez going to Haas. Replacing
I mean,
Grosjean.
Oh, finally, man, that Grosjean guy.
The number of cars he's crashed is probably 10
Yeah.
times the number of podiums he's won.
Grosjean
Sad
will
though,
be missed.
sad.
How many
And you know,
podiums?
he has 10 podiums. Grosjean has 10 fucking. And Nico Hulkenberg doesn't have one.
I mean,
And Grosjean has 10.
Grosjean.
It's
He's
so
the-
Grosjean
sad.
has been around for a while though.
Yeah, he was there with Hulkenberg since the start. So Hulkenberg is a way better driver.
I mean, Grosjean is the best and the worst driver, same time, simultaneously. Like, when he performs, like, I think he does really well, and which he doesn't do very often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a. I've heard that there's a possibility of Mick Schumacher coming into Haas next season.
Then it's, no, Sauber.
Sauber.
Either Mick Schumacher or Robert Schwartzman, the F2 championship
right.
leader.
Yeah.
Both are Ferrari Academy drivers. So
Yeah,
either one of them.
They
And
need
Alfa
to do
Romeo is
some
a
change, dude. Has.
Alfa Romeo is a junior Ferrari car, so probably. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it from the F1 segment. So
Yeah.
we'll catch you on the
think-
next segment.
Hey guys, welcome to the football segment of our podcast, and joining us is Srikar on the panel.
Looking at the panel, there are like 2 City fans, 1 Man United fan, and 2 Barcelona fans. My question to you guys is, how are you guys still Barcelona fans, man? Come on.
Oh no.
Loyalty for life. Loyalty for life.
Yeah, we're
Straight
loyal
into the
fans,
roasts.
We are loyal hosts.
but yeah, it's been pretty
It's been
painful
rough.
being a
It's
Barca
been rough,
fan
yeah.
for the last 4-5 years.
Okay, to the people watching, Ajay has not been on social media since Barcelona's crashing.
Yeah, I
He
had to
came
leave
on once
Insta
this
for a month.
podcast with idea came up.
Oh.
I mean,
I was wondering why. Yeah, no, go on.
I hate to state this fact, but what are you guys thinking about the board?
I shouldn't have let you go on, man. What was
What?
such a bad, such a bad
Like,
one.
I think it's time that Bartomeu gets kicked out from the club. I think he should have just left the club out of respect at this point, but
Yeah,
he's still hanging on somehow,
I mean,
even after that vote of no confidence.
yeah. And going to a point that he was going for a lawsuit against Messi if Messi didn't stay, you have to understand how fuck all he is.
I mean,
Yeah, I think like they should have just let Messi go this season. Like if you're letting Messi leave to another club from your team, you might as well charge them for it,
Mm.
because
But
next season he'll
you
be a
don't
free
wanna have-
transfer.
You don't want to have a sad star player on your team.
I mean,
Doesn't wanna
guys,
take
like,
it.
look at this at this point of view. Like, Messi has done so much for your club, and still your board is reluctant to let him leave.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the minimum you can do. Let
Yeah,
him walk
but-
away when he's not feeling good at the club.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the board is a bunch of businessmen, right? Like they can't just let a 700 billion asset go for free.
That makes
700
sense.
But
billion.
they'll
sorry.
he'll be leaving for free next season. Like why not just let him go this season for any fee?
But now
And
he
it's
has a
a
value
little
of
bit of respect
700
too.
million, right?
I mean,
Yeah, like
like,
if they're willing to negotiate, I think any club would be ready to take Messi for like 150 million or 200 million.
Probably more than Neymar because, of course, Messi is worth much more than
Times have changed, my
also,
friend.
what
Oh
do you
yeah.
guys think about? Yeah, what do you guys think about the signing of Ronald Koeman instead of Kiki Setien now, since he's
I mean,
sacked?
he's better than Setien.
He's
That much
definitely
I
better
know.
than Setien, yeah.
That much I know.
But
But we
I
have
don't
to see
think
how
he's
he does.
going to be the manager who brings about that revolutionary change in the club.
I mean, he's
There was
looking
this
for Dutch players, which is very sad. Why do you want to go like only Dutch? I mean, that's what reports have said. We can't claim that.
there was this rumor about Xavi joining as the manager. How true are they?
And that won't
But
happen for a while.
he's waiting for a change in the management before he comes to the club.
Hmm.
So he wants to go for a complete squad rehaul. So yeah, like that's not possible as long as Bartomeu is still there.
I mean, one ongoing issue with Barcelona was not picking up players from La Masia, right? And now how Koeman is blatantly saying that Ricky Puig is not even in his plans. Like, do you think like Barcelona is not what it stands for anyway, right now?
Right now, yeah, it's sad to see them not giving La Masia players enough chance, and especially after what Ricky Puig has done in the last season. I think he was one of our best midfielders because we had a really poor season last season, and I think he deserves a few more minutes.
Makes sense.
Even
Yeah.
Yeah,
Monju
and
was one of those.
Yeah,
guys.
even Monzu was decent.
yeah, instead of like signing
And who did they sell? They
Ansu
sold
Fati.
Perez, right?
Perez, yeah, then
Yeah, Perez was a good striker as well.
But
yeah,
then you guys have a lot of youth that are like already star players, right? You guys have a bright future, but I don't know what you guys can do to preserve that.
I mean,
like,
the worst part about this management so far was the exchange between Arthur and to Juventus and what's that guy's name? I forgot.
Pjanic.
Pjanic.
Pjanic,
Pjanic.
yeah. That is
Yeah.
a
The
bad
thing is,
move, I feel.
these guys are looking for a quick UCL win, so they're only thinking of short term.
Short term.
And
oh,
Yeah, that's not working for you guys anyway.
oh yeah, it is.
oh, by the way, there's a rumor that Puig is on the market. What's about that?
Loan, yeah.
Loan.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and
No,
what
he's
do
on
you
the
guys
market apparently. Not
No,
through
he's
loan.
going on loan. Fabrizio Romano.
and what do you guys think about his Insta post where he tagged FC Barcelona on his crotch?
I mean, top from the lad, obviously.
That's making a statement right there.
It's
Oh, yeah.
very disrespectful but fucking funny at the same time.
Man.
And why the fuck is he tagging himself? Tell me that first.
Yeah.
Self promotion.
Show where Barca belongs.
I mean, if they really wanted to follow him, they didn't have to tap on the picture. They could go on top. That means they don't want to follow him.
That's sad.
Also, like, I think this is all because of that 8-2 loss to Bayern. Like, that has really changed a lot of things, like the perspective of people, and it has mentally destroyed Barcelona, if you ask me. What do you guys think about it?
This is
This is not
Barcelona
the
fans
first
as well.
time.
I mean,
It's been like this.
eight goals,
going-
really?
I mean,
mean-
it's been the same thing for the last 4 years, right? Like, what's
3
new
years.
at this point?
Yeah, and it's surprising
More
to
or
see
less.
that the board is still the same. Like,
Yeah.
and they're still trying to make those short-term signings, and especially trying to bring in players like Dipe when you can give players like Ansu Fati more minutes.
More time.
Yeah, that's just kicking out all the La Masia players from your team.
And coming to Bayern, guys, what a team.
What a
8-2
team, man.
8-2 Barcelona. Now again, first match of the Bundesliga, 8-0 Schalke. I
And-
mean, I have no words.
I wouldn't be surprised if they become the first team to win 3 trebles. Like,
Yeah.
and since
I mean,
you
looking
know,
at the squad right now.
and Bundesliga is very competitive, so they always have 2 titles with them. So it's always a treble winning season for Bayern. They just have to
Man.
win the UCL.
What's scary is how confident every single one of their players is on the ball, man.
I
And
swear.
Oh yeah, and especially with the addition of Sane to that
Sane,
attack.
that run he made, that run he made against Schalke.
Don't you guys think that the departure of Thiago will make a difference?
I mean,
Not
It
much.
would, but not too much.
Not too much. Because they already have a stacked midfield.
Yeah.
I
And
actually
with
wanted.
Kimmich behind, Kimmich is
Yeah.
doing insane, like a different
But
level.
Kimmich,
Not
I'm
only-
convinced Kimmich can play anywhere.
Yeah, I swear, like he's looking like the next Philip Lahm for Bayern.
Yeah.
I mean, like you got Kimmich, who can play anywhere. You got
Have you
David
seen his runs
Alaba.
against Barcelona?
Yeah, no,
Like, he's
even
been running
Alaba.
up and down.
Man, like talking about runs, you can't not talk about Alphonso
Davies.
Davies.
Alphonso
Oh
Davies.
my god.
Alphonso Davies. What a
What
lad,
a
man.
day. Yeah.
And the way he pocketed PSG,
Oh Lord.
Ooh, sweet.
him and Kimmich.
The kind of pace that they have with the team
I
right
swear.
now, it's so scary. Like I want to look at Sane's goal the other day. Like look at the run he makes.
Gone with the wind. Gone with the wind.
Still hasn't started his run. Look at him
Look
just
at-
go
look at
off.
him take
Look at him
off.
just
Look
go
at him
off.
take off.
Glides, man. Insane pace.
I think you meant Insane. Sorry for that.
Why is he in this
Fuck.
podcast?
Why you got a
I kick him out. I'm gonna kick him out.
I apologize on behalf of other Man City fans.
I apologize on behalf of Slipstream podcast. We should not have made him host. It was our mistake.
Yeah, that was my Muller moment.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, people following us will be facing more of this, so please do not unsubscribe.
Sorry, lads. We apologize.
Coming to
Anyways,
transfer news.
yeah.
What do you guys think about Bale moving to Tottenham?
I mean,
It's a
great
good
deal.
deal.
Great deal by Daniel
Yeah.
Levy. Like
And at
Gordon,
least
like,
Bale will have more game time.
Let's hope he prioritizes club football
Oh
before
my
football
God,
this
exactly.
time.
what do you mean?
This is what he means. This is what he means.
There's this rumor going on that Dele Alli might be on the market.
And
Yeah,
Lingard
and
might come to
Madrid
Tottenham.
interested in Dele Alli.
Interested.
Lingard might come to Tottenham.
Lingardinho.
Anything you want to say.
Jailings.
We're happy to give him on.
I mean, he's equaling out the good team and the bad team. Like getting Bale in and getting Lingard in, he's cancelling it out.
Man, I don't know about his football skills, but Jailings is the best magician that I've ever seen, man. He straight up disappeared in front of 50,000 fans. Insane. Insane.
I mean, if Manchester United could pull that deal off, then maybe they'll have a successful transfer window.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about United, Chinmay, how do you feel?
Oh yes! Oh my God!
We'd like to hear from you.
Okay, before going to the negatives, let's talk about Van de Beek.
I
What do you
mean,
think Van de Beek will add to your team?
Great
Diving in the
signing.
penalty box, getting more penalties from Fernandes.
That didn't work out well
he's-
yesterday.
yeah, I think he scored by mistakenly yesterday instead of diving.
No. That was proper finish. That was a proper finish. I mean,
Of course
I
it was for
I don't
United
think
fans.
he'll start very often though. He'll probably be a backup for Bruno Fernandes. Give some rest to Bruno Fernandes. Although maybe with the with the way Pogba is going, I think he'll start. There might be a good chance to start the next match. Pogba, I don't know what happened to him, dude.
The way he dipped after coming back to United from Juventus.
Oh no, he
I
was
mean,
fine.
This has been his graph.
No. Like
He was fine.
first season was good.
First season was
I
good.
think injuries just messed
Injuries,
him
yeah,
up.
exactly.
And haircuts.
Yeah.
And haircuts.
Haircuts.
Bad ones.
The bad haircuts mentally messed with him.
I
And
mean,
losing his best brother Lukaku, that was sad.
guys, talking on Lukaku, what a season he had with Inter,
Yeah.
winning the Europa.
Yeah.
It's sad that all that he has done the entire season was taken away because of that one moment in the final.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
the glory was his to take, but Oh, God.
Yeah,
Just sad.
but
Yeah,
still,
But
his
talking about a mistake, Sterling's miss.
Oh
Sterling's
man,
Oh.
don't
miss.
remind me.
I
I
mean, it
don't.
gives me nightmares as well. That miss. Oh my god.
man, I cried for 3 days and 3 nights.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
just say it out.
You should
Believe.
be,
did you
you should be
realize
flying. How did you stop?
that miss costed the second goal for against who were they playing again?
Leon.
Leon,
Yeah,
Leon.
Leon.
But
It,
City weren't the better team in that game.
Yeah, Leon played.
I mean, we weren't the better team, but I would also say that they didn't deserve to win. Right,
No,
the
no.
goal which they
we
got,
had some really bad calls
But
given
you guys
against us.
deserve to lose.
we deserved to lose, but there were some decisions by the referee which were really shitty, if you ask me.
Yeah, especially the goal where
Sounds like
the
you're talking like Madrid fans, but okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'm taking shots at Madrid.
But anyways,
Not the
like,
best time to do that.
I think new season, new hopes. Maybe this year we'll win the Champions League. Who knows?
let's win at Wolves first.
Yeah. Also, talking about the Premier League, man, what a ride!
Oh,
Like, look
talking
at
about
Leeds.
Wolves. Talking about
Talking about
Wolves.
Wolves.
About to sign Nelson Semedo from Barcelona.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
man.
came
I
out
should
of
be happy
nowhere.
or sad.
That just happened right now, exact
Yeah,
moment.
literally a couple of hours ago.
But I don't know how, as a Barca fan, I'm supposed to react to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
we
I don't know if
literally
you should be
have
happy or
zero
sad.
backups in that position. Like, Roberto isn't really a
And
traditional
the thing
right
is,
back.
we can't be completely sad because Semedo hasn't really done too good.
I mean,
For
he's
Barca.
actually
He
a
was
pretty
fine.
good player offensively, but yeah, because of his runs, he leaves a lot of space at the back, and PK is supposed to go cover for him, and
Yeah.
that's how they exploit a defense.
Oh, yeah, true.
So basically, Alfonso Davies without the pace.
Yeah, except
I-
without the pace backwards.
I mean,
The pace to run back. He'll run forward. He won't run back.
And yeah, if you talk about the
What
transfer
have we
window,
come to,
I
Ajay?
think
Ajay, what
Yeah,
have we come to?
A
okay, man.
Barcelona roast session.
I think the only trophy we can celebrate right now is the Owen Camper trophy that we won yesterday.
Wait, there's a trophy like that? What?
It's
Exactly.
basically like Tottenham winning Audi Cup.
Oh,
Yeah, we've come to that now.
I guess something is better than nothing.
The only
I'll
way
take
you
the
can
win.
win a trophy is when you play an intra-squad one.
but I mean, lot of happenings, a lot of people shifting clubs. Like, what do you guys think about it? I feel like,
I think
Yeah.
Chelsea had one of the best transfer windows.
This is one of the best transfer windows of the decade. I mean,
The
previous
decade.
decade. This is the starting of the
I-
decade, but yeah.
I
previous
disagree.
decade.
I mean, getting
I-
the likes of players like
I mean, the thing
Werner,
is, they
Havertz,
haven't.
and Ziyech in the same transfer window.
The thing is, they haven't gotten the defense stronger.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
They've exploited
Exactly.
their defense
And
for
even the chemistry, will they, combine properly in the first season itself? I'm doubtful about it.
I mean, I'm kind of sus about the transfer activities. Like, so many players, and they were again, they had so many players out on loan also at the same time. Like, I don't
The
know
only
what.
problem with Chelsea right now is the defense. Their
Do you think
midfield is stacked,
Thiago
their
Silva could make a
forward stacked.
difference?
Yeah, I think so. They needed a leader at the
Even
back.
Melan
Yeah.
Sarr,
Yeah.
even Sarr make a difference.
I mean, Maran Sarr,
it'll take
Maybe.
some
He'll probably go
time
out
to
on loan
settle in.
apparently,
Yeah, they were saying he might go on loan. Why, I don't know.
I don't think he's going to get selected. They have Christensen, Zuma, Rudiger, Silva, and
Aspilicueta.
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 Yeah.
Like
So,
so many,
we don't know
many
what-
defensive options.
I mean, but you don't have like a standout defensive
Exactly.
option.
Thiago will probably make the difference. According
I mean,
to me.
Thiago is old, so you can't rely on him too
Yeah,
much.
he'll give you.
I
But
mean-
still, he's a leader. He knows how to read the game.
Yeah, true. Yeah, facts.
2 seasons at least, and by the time he goes, probably the others will be more experienced. So by the time he leaves, he's probably set the defense up for Chelsea.
I mean, guys, like, I
And
feel
by
like,
the time he leaves to Arsenal,
yeah, I mean, lot of Premier League teams have a lot of movements. Like, if you look at Wolves had a lot of new players. They got in Fabio Silva, and now Arsenal also getting a lot of players.
My guys.
Gabriel
Yep.
scoring
I
on his
think-
debut.
Oh,
I think
what a-
either Everton or Liverpool had the best window by far. Everton,
talking about Everton, James.
yeah,
God,
James, Alan, and Like, who else?
Dukure, Abdullah Dukure from Watford.
Did you guys notice how well James played last weekend?
Oh
so
my
yes.
god!
How well he
So
played
Wizard.
this weekend. Like the
Yeah.
match,
woohoo.
man, godly. He
Wizard,
got a goal
absolute
and an
wizard.
assist.
He drank a Red Bull.
And I feel it was a bit unfair for him at Madrid because he's such a quality player.
Yeah, and he never had the place to play, and they sent him on
Yeah.
loan.
I don't think it
What a
was
guy.
a question of his place. Like he just doesn't like Zidane, and it's the same for Zidane as well. Like I don't know what beef they have in life.
But look at Zidane, Messi, like 2 to 3 players
Yeah.
of his. It's
It
really
feels
like
like
Bale.
it feels like Zidane only knows like one set system that he wants to play,
Yeah,
and like these players, Isco and
like I want to
James,
see.
don't fit in that system.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
like
Isco,
I
he
want to
left.
see Zidane manage a new group of Madrid players without the experienced ones.
Stoke City.
What do you mean? What
Barcelona.
Stoke City?
Barcelona.
Hello, United. United, you have no right. You lost to Crystal Palace. At least you lost to Bayern. And you lose to Bournemouth. You lose to Sheffield Shield. So please do not talk.
Hey,
Yeah.
that
What
golf course
were
out
you,
there.
Chinmay, you were saying?
That's a nice golf course.
By the
Yeah.
way, can we talk about Leeds now?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
let's talk
How
about
good
Leeds,
were
man.
they? How
I
good
mean-
are they?
Here it
And
is.
we have to, here it is.
We have to talk about Liverpool's defense.
Oh no.
Roasting Liverpool and Arsenal in the same name.
Man, Trent was
How good
lucky
is
that
that?
game. He got an own goal overturned. Lucky person.
Oh yeah. And I
Yeah,
think
Liverpool-
Leeds played really well in that game. They tried to push Liverpool to play from the center, like putting Trent
Okay.
and
Tell me,
I mean-
will they survive? Will they survive the entire season?
I
They
think
will.
they'll gas out.
Leeds.
Personally,
No,
No,
I think they won't be as good as last season.
the
the
thing
previous
is,
season.
they'll have a lot of injuries during the winter break, and like because of the depleted squad, I don't think they'll perform as well. And
I
it
mean-
was
I mean, that's how they
it's-
lost the season to City, right?
Yeah,
They were 25 points up at Christmas and lost the title. So maybe the same thing might happen. this year.
I mean, if you're saying about survival, I feel like, yeah, obviously Leeds has a much better chance than take, for example, Fulham and West Brom, like the newly promoted sides. Like they both have lost all their matches so far, right? And Leeds, they were in a very close match with Liverpool, and also they won against Fulham.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
West Brom, which was yesterday.
Mm.
So I
the
feel
thing
like,
about the thing about Leeds is they're very frail at the back. They let in a lot of goals, man.
yeah,
and-
true.
Even though they have the firepower, one fine day those strikers will start misfiring, and then it's all going to go downhill
And
from there.
do Liverpool have a backup striker after Firmino? I
Yeah,
don't
I
Jota.
mean, that's why they brought in Diego Jota, right?
think-
that was a great
just-
signing.
That was an
when we thought
amazing
Liverpool-
signing.
Just
Both-
when we
I
thought
mean-
Liverpool
Signings,
can't get any better.
I think we are underestimating the Thiago transfer a lot. Like Thiago
No,
exactly.
literally completes. He just
Yeah,
completes
he'll
Liverpool's
complete
team.
Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just surprised how there was not enough competition from the other clubs while signing him.
Yeah.
No, I mean the fact is he always wanted to go to Liverpool.
Mm.
United tried. Apparently, he just gave them a huge ass wage. So it was pretty much decided that he was going to Liverpool.
Yeah,
So no one tried.
and about Barca trying to sign Wijnaldum.
Mm, right.
I mean, like,
There's a chance of it happening.
I mean, like,
after Thiago
yeah,
goes to Liverpool. I mean,
like looking at all the rumors, like everyone is Dutch.
Mm.
Everyone's
Like,
Dutch.
Yeah.
I don't know what Ronald
Depay,
Koeman is
Wijnaldum.
thinking.
Yeah.
Clearly, nepotism.
It's more like home country bias.
It's easier to manage the
Easier to
players that
manage.
you're used
I
to.
mean, being a Spanish club, and like I remember when Barca was full of the Spain team, that makes sense because it's Spanish club. Getting
And it's
Dutch
not
player-
like they're bad either. They're good signings
Mm.
from the face of it, except for Wijnaldum, which is debatable. Depay is a good signing.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
Depay would be, and there are rumors that Jesus might sign for Barca.
But do you actually think we need a striker at this point?
Suarez is leaving, no?
Suarez is, but
He's
we
not.
already have a lot of people in the attack. Like,
I mean,
at least we
Fati
should be
won't-
looking at selling either Griezmann or Coutinho before buying another attacker.
Right. I don't think they'll send Coutinho after he wrecked Barca when he was at Bayern.
But he's actually been playing pretty well in the preseason games.
So we have to see. And, yeah.
Anyways, guys, like we got a game up tonight. Chelsea Liverpool. What do you guys think about it? I'm all for
Predictions.
Chelsea.
Any
I'm all for
predictions? Let's
Chelsea,
do
man.
predictions.
I say Chelsea.
I
I could
say
be proven
Liverpool.
wrong, but I'll go for Chelsea.
Okay, let's
Not-
do this in order. Pickle, what's
Pickle,
your
go
prediction?
I need to go, man. Like I think it's a draw. Chelsea Liverpool 2-2.
Bold prediction.
Yeah. I mean
Where's
Liverpool
it at?
have what? What do you mean?
The match. Anfield or
No,
Stamford Bridge.
it's Stamford Bridge.
Stamford Bridge. Oh,
Stamford
that
Bridge,
that
okay.
makes it.
I mean, I don't think that matters
Matters.
anyway since
Doesn't matter.
closed doors. But
Yeah.
There's always the home ground advantage,
Exactly.
even
Yeah.
without the fans.
Even with the
yeah. So, anyways, like I mean, Liverpool are lacking in defense. Like even though we know of Virgil van Dijk's quality, he has been given up goals, right? And
Yeah.
also,
he gave one up in the first match, huh?
against these,
A sitter, exactly. Against
yeah. And then also like at the same time, like Chelsea, they aren't that great. I mean, they have great wing
they're
backs,
still
but
starting.
yeah, they're still starting. So I'll say it's a 2-2.
Yeah.
So
What
now what
about
do you think?
2-1
In my-
2-1 Liverpool. Just because Liverpool are they have a point to prove now after what happened against Leeds, so they'll come out more strong. That's what I feel. And Van Dijk probably will be the best player tonight, maybe.
What
I
about
think-
you, Akash?
I think Chelsea will win 2-1. I think the attack would exploit Liverpool's defense this time, at least this game, starting of the season. So I guess Chelsea's attack might exploit Liverpool's defense.
Right.
And finally, Seeker.
I think it would be 3-1 Liverpool just because of Salah's current form and his record against Chelsea.
At
Remember those
Stamford Bridge.
Oh, yeah,
rockets?
Those
Yeah.
that rocket.
That's
Yeah, those are
insane
bad,
rocket. Yeah, man. He has a name to live up to at Stamford Bridge. So I think
Yeah.
they're gonna blow it up 3-1.
So,
I think Liverpool's gonna win too. It's going to be 2-1 in the favor of Liverpool
2-1 Liverpool.
because it's basically bad defense against bad defense right now.
Yeah.
But like Liverpool just had a couple of bad games though. We
yeah,
know the
exactly.
quality.
It's not Liverpool isn't bad defense. They're just
Yeah.
out of form.
Yeah, like on their good day, you cannot penetrate through that defense. So yeah, I think Liverpool will come out as the winner.
I really think at least this game, Andy Robertson will make a big difference.
I think Van Dijk will make a big difference. Even
Van Dijk should be because
even on his bad days, he scores goals, man. Like he's insane.
yeah.
Yeah,
True.
so-
Makes sense. Yeah.
What else? That's
So
I guess that's pretty much it.
I guess that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Right. This
Right.
is,
The classic names, huh?
yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay, Ajay will be back. Maybe in 10 years, but yeah, sometime or the other.
What's up with
It's just like
Germans and
RCB
humiliating
fans saying
scorelines?
Itala
Yeah,
Cup namde.
At least we're not as bad as RCB because we've won a decent amount of cups recently.
Yeah.
Just not last year. You can be like, I just hope we don't turn into AC Milan.
Oh yeah, I hope you do.
Oh,
I mean, as long as you have Messi, you won't. Messi
Yeah,
is
exactly
one.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's not
Ever.
for long.
Yeah, exactly. Ever. Maybe next year, 2 years from now, I just hope we don't turn into AC Milan.
Okay, that's all for the football segment this time. I thank Chinmay and Seeker for joining us in this segment.
Okay, guys, we've come to the end of our podcast. We'd like to give a special thanks to our panelists, Chinmay, Pratik, Akash, and Seeker.
We're looking forward to do the reviews for the next week. We have some really exciting cricket and football matches coming up.
as well as the NBA conference finals throughout the week and also the race weekend at F1. And also, please do like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel. And also, if you have any positive criticism, or else do you have any questions, or do you want us to cover any of the following other topics which we didn't, please drop in a comment. We will really appreciate it.
Signing off, I'm Marcus.
Signing off from Ajay. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys in the next episode.
Signing off, this is Ritvik Gurujala.